So today we're going to make our antibacterial soap. We need our oil base, which I already have prepared, and also our lye water solution. I actually use lye and aloe vera juice. So right now we are getting our stand mixer out so that we can always be prepared once we pour our lye solution into our oil base. That way we'll be ready to blend. Make sure that you are always prepared, as I wouldn't at this moment. So right here, I am checking the temperatures on our oil base to make sure they're within the same temperatures as our aloe vera and lye solution, which they're like 2 degrees off, so perfect. Let's soak. So now let's combine our solutions. I always pour the stick on the stick to prevent it from splashing. So now I just kind of mix it all in together and it is ready to stick blend. Before I go in with my immersion blender, I want to make sure that I have all my ingredients, all of my essential oils close by, because you do not want to start blending and mixing everything up together and you don't have something, because it can trace fast sometimes working with harder oils and essential oils. Now I am tapping the stick blender into the bottom of the base just to make sure that I get as many air bubbles out as I possibly can. And now we're going to blend. I usually blend for about 30 to 45 seconds, and I give it a rest and a quick stir, and then I proceed to blend more. This process takes a little longer. You do not want to get a false trace, so I recommend that you continue to stick blend for approximately 30 to 45 seconds, give it a rest, and quickly stir until you can see a light trace. Watching the consistency now thicken, I do know it's time to go ahead and add my other ingredients. Right now I am checking to see if we're at a light trace, and we are. So I am so excited that we're going to use alfalfa powder in this antibacterial soap. Alfalfa powder has so many great benefits. Alfalfa powder is rich in enzymes. It also has vitamin A, which helps to keep the skin glowing and healthy. I am using approximately 2 tablespoons of the alfalfa powder. I kind of like to push it down to the bottom and kind of hand mix it in before I connect my immersion blender to completely get it immersed in. So now let's go ahead and get our essential oils mixed in. I am doing approximately 20 drops each of our melaleuca oil. I am also doing rosemary oil, and also a combination of 20 drops of peppermint oil. So now I'm going to give it another quick blend together, just because the essential oils may sometimes thin out your trace depending, or it can thicken your trace. So as you can see, when I added the essential oils, the color kind of got a little darker, which is totally fine. So we're going to continue to mix some more till we get that all mixed in very well. So here I did a quick little check, and it is still at a light trace. That is perfect. If you wanted to go ahead and stop and pour now, that would be totally fine. I like mine a little thicker before I pour in, so I'll continue to mix a little more. So as I was blending everything up, I decided to go ahead and add the mint leaves into the mixture. I thought it would be very good because mint leaves help in toning the skin naturally. It also removes the dirt from the pores and revamps the skin to supple and well hydrated tone. So it'll be perfect for this antibacterial soap. So the scent wasn't just giving the pop that I wanted. So I went in and said, hey, I'm going to add 10 more drops of each of the essential oils. So that's what I'm doing here, going in and adding my 10 drops of each of my essential oils and adding in a little extra mint leaves. So looking at the consistency, as you can see, it is getting a lot thicker. And I'm like, yeah, I think this is about ready to pour. So at this time, I am going to get ready to detach my immersion blender and get my mold so we can pour. So for the pouring, I always just use my spatula and kind of clean off the immersion blender, making sure I'm getting all that extra soap out of there. That way cleanup could be a lot easier. I kind of mix it around together and we start to pour. Now we're going to kind of pat it all down to make sure it's all evenly distributed in the corners. And we're going to also pat it down really nicely to release any air bubbles. What I like to do is let it sit for approximately 15 to 20 minutes so that the soap can firm up and we can decorate the tops. I'm so excited. So now our soap is firm and now we can get to decorating. I am actually using a back scratcher that I purchased from Walmart during the Christmas time. I saw it in the little dollar trinket aisle and I thought it was so neat to use to decorate tops. Some people use a fork, but I thought, oh, why not use it for a decoration top? It's so funny, like right here, I had washed the utensil and noticed that it was a little water coming out, so I went ahead and cleared that off a little bit. It's not gonna hurt. The soap still has to sit to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. So I really didn't know what I wanted to do here. As you can see, I'm steady playing and moving around, just trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go. So what I did notice as I was doing the back massager decorations, I noticed that if I cleared it out every time that I scraped, it gave me better, firmer lines. And so that's what I started using. I just wiped off the little excess soap with a paper towel, decided to sprinkle on some of those mint leaves to decorate the top a little bit more, and it came out exactly how I wanted. So I do recommend always kind of cleaning off the excess edges just to make for a cleaner soap when you're demolding it. So here's the outcome. Looks great. So now we'll let the mold sit overnight for 24 hours and we'll come back the next day to unmold. I do apologize, but my camera kind of went out in the process of me unmolding. But now we're unmolding. It's been 24 hours. And so we're going to cut to see how gorgeous our soaps came out. And don't they look very well? I think we did a good job. I cannot wait for the 4 to 6 weeks that are up so that now we can use this amazing bar. I really think that cutting is the best part for me. I think it's because, especially like when you do swirls and things, you never know what you're going to get. And I think about soaping, that's the most amazing thing. And it's so relaxing. So we're completely cut. We do have 8 bars, 3-inch bars, and they look absolutely amazing. It kind of reminds me of kiwi, but it's not kiwi. You know, Dow has their gold bar. Now Daily Skincare has our green bar. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, go with love, care, and prayer.